APT15's at it again. Same old tricks, but new malware.
So it seems like the APT15 group has found another backdoor.
So they apparently have started using a different backdoor that so far hasn't been documented. And ESET put together a really interesting little white paper on the analysis of that backdoor and related malware. So in this case, the backdoor is called Okrum. Yes. And the backdoor component that goes with it is Ketracan. I don't know how they come up with these names, but thankfully they're at least, pronounceable. Unlike some of the other things, like the APT15 is apparently also ThreatTraq. Again, it's like it probably looks really cool when you write it out. But
yes, these gangs that some people refer them to, of threat actors, are they're always coming up with new things. So the fact that this new backdoor was found that they had been using for a while, it seems, it's kind of not a surprise.
So the Okrum backdoor is apparently been used for a couple of years now, in conjunction with this Ketracan malware. And this particular campaign is targeting diplomatic targets, Belgium, Slovakia, Chile, all over the world. Okay. And the Okrum malware itself can be used to deploy Ketracan. It's sort of like a lightweight backdoor. And they actually go through the steps of how this stuff gets on a box. Yeah. They don't have the initial infection vector from their analysis, but they know what happens after the first few stagers get on. There's a loader, and there's like an installation component, and then there's the anti-analysis. And they go into some detail about it, which is really good.
They're targeting, government officials, so they're pretty specific targets, so why not? They would have to make it a little more complex.
No, you would think so. I mean, it really depends on what the targets are able to do on their own for defense.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, some people assume that when we say APT, we mean super advanced. Yeah. But I think the P, the persistent, is more true in most cases, and some gangs are more sophisticated than others.
Right.
Significant thing about this story is that the researchers at ESET were able to tie these two malware families together around APT15. They had seen a particular backdoor in use in the wild. All of a sudden they're seeing a brand new backdoor, and all of a sudden it's distributing an old kit, which suggests that this is the same attackers, just updating their tools and techniques. So Okrum itself apparently has been changed over time. There's versions of it that are hidden within a PNG file, which is kind of interesting. And
so is their main method of I guess, is phishing? Like, how are they getting it to?
That's the thing. They have not established that yet.
Oh, that's
they know what happened after the fact, and it was on the box. They could show it was running, but the initial infection vector is not in the article. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Right. And I guess that usually, that can happen where something was infected or something happened, and you have no idea how it got there.
Yeah, unless you were recording everything that happened on the system to that point, you may miss some critical stuff.
Right.
I mean, it's good to have your Windows logging turned on,
right.
But some people just don't have that for whatever reason.
Well, some malware is smart enough to just cover all tracks too, right?
That's true.
So they just delete everything or they remove it.
I didn't read anything in particular about removal of logs like that, but who knows?
Right.
The good thing is that if you think you might be a victim of this, they have all the indicators listed at the end of the file. So not only can you read about how it works, you can go and grab those indicators, run them against your own systems, and see if anything is happening. Those who are in a diplomatic field, and they list off a number of countries, but if you're a diplomat of any kind or you work for one, this would be one to pay attention to.